Kitzur Shulchan Aruch tells us that there is a minhag to give extra tzedakah on Chanukah. The Mishnah Berurah brings a similar hanhaga, and the question is why? What is the connection between Chanukah and tzedakah? Now the Rambam in Hilchos Chanukah tells us that one of the reasons the Greeks imposed themselves and attacked the Jewish people was because they were after our money, the Jewish wealth, the Benjamins, as they call them today. But more about that in this Shabbos newsletter, not for now. In the Parsha this Shabbos, the inyan of tzedakah is strongly hinted to. Tzedakah, Chachamim tell us, we give, we part with our money. First of all, it wasn't really ours to begin with, but more importantly, more significantly, for our purposes right now, what we give, we will receive back. We don't actually lose from giving tzedakah. How do we see that in the Parsha? The Torah tells us that Yosef, having become the king, collected all of the money from all over the world. The people came to buy food as there was a famine, and Egypt became fabulously wealthy. Yosef collected all that money. And Yosef stored it away, he hid it, and the money subsequently transferred hands multiple times, as the Gemara tells us in Arvei Psachim. And the Gemara concludes by telling us that Le'asid Lavoi, V'yemois HaMashiach, all of that money will return to the Jewish people. Meaning, the Jewish people worked, slaved away in Mitzrayim for years and were not compensated. All of that money will return to us as some kind of a compensation for the years of slavery. It's money that was, quote unquote, given by us, work, slavery, and we'll get it back at the right time. Additionally, in the end of the Parsha, when the brothers of Yosef came to buy food, and they bought food and they paid for it with their money, and later they discovered that their money has been returned to their bag somehow, and they say to Yosef's officer back in Egypt, we don't know what happened. We paid for it, and yet we found our money. And he said to them, we received your money. We received your payment. Somehow, miraculously, your God has given you your money back. And this is a hint to the idea of tzedakah, that you don't lose from giving tzedakah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu pays us over and over, and there's no loss. The inyan of tzedakah is so chashuv on Chanukah, and I personally am familiar with families here in the neighborhood who have tremendous needs and who are not managing. Their needs are surpassing what they're able to handle. Please see the above link. Please give generously as much as you can, whatever you can, to help these mishpachas. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu bless us all, that we should have parnasa berevach, comfortable parnasa, not too hard to achieve. And may HaKadosh Baruch Hu bless us that the parnasa should be beheter, not difficult, not chas v'shalom with any averas or anything that's improper. And we should enjoy our lives as frum Jews and enjoy this Shabbos Chanukah. Yasher koyach, thank you so much.